So we are going to use here three libraries: NumPy, PyLab, and NetworkX. So if you don't have one of those libraries, make sure you install. You can run pip install and the name of the library if you don't have one of them. So next we're going to generate our network for our problem, which is basically a list of points that represent all our connections. For example, from 0 you can go to 4, from 4 you can go to 0, from 4 you can go to 3, and from 4 you can go to 5, which is exactly what we have here. From 0 you can go to 4, from 4 you can either go back to 0, you can go to 3, or you can go to 5, and the same thing for the next state. And our goal here in this example is to reach 0.5. So let's now try to draw our network. We can use our network X module, which we just imported as an X, and we're creating here a graph, and we are asking it to draw the graph based on our points list. So what we see is basically what we had upstairs. Our connection: 0 is connected to 4, 2 to 3, and like that. 0 to 4, 4 to 0, 4 to 3, 4 to 5, and like that. So implementing our algorithm, like we said, our first step is to set our gamma parameter, our learning rate. And next we need to initialize our matrix of rewards. First we are going to initialize it with 1s using NumPy to create a matrix which is 6 rows by 6 lines, and this matrix will have only 1s. Then we are multiplying all the values by -1 to change everything to -1. But if we look here, the -1 represents only the points where we cannot go, where there is no connection. We need to update it so that we can have the points where we can go. And the points where we can go, we give it 0 if it is not our goal state. If it's a link to our goal state, we give it the maximum reward, which is 100. So we do this within this loop. We are going to iterate through our points list, and we check if the destination, which is the second part of the tuple, if it's our goal, which is 5 in this case, then we give it 100, and if it's not, we give it 0. So if we run it, we see that we have our matrix like we wanted. Then the second step is to create our Q matrix. We are going to start it with just simple zeros, and our Q learning is basically changing this Q matrix until it has enough information to know how to navigate through the network and find the best path. So to do it, we are going to use 3 helper functions. One of the functions, which is available actions, we're going to pass it the state, which is a certain position, and from that position it will tell us what are our possible actions, what are our possible ways we can move here and here, something like that. Which, if we look at our matrix, basically is all points where we have, if you are in point 1, it's basically all points where we have non-negative values. For example, if you're in 1, you can go here or here. So it will give us all points where it's more or equal than 0. Then we have our simple next action that will receive all the previous options of where we can go, and it will randomly select one direction for us to go. And then we have our update function that will update our Q matrix based on the formula we just explained before. So if we run this, just the definition of those functions. So then we can continue to our training, where we basically set the number of episodes or the iterations we want to run our training, and we chose here 700, just trial. And we are going to have a list of scores where we're going to keep how much has our model scored from choosing one path. So like we said in the algorithm, we're going to run in each iteration. We're going to pick randomly a point to start, and from that point we are going to check what are possible moves from that point, and then we are going to move to that, choose one point, move to that point, and update our Q learning. Then continuing moving and keeping the score. So if we see this, we can then plot and see by all those 700 iterations our Q matrix becomes like this, which it has hopefully sufficient information to tell us with the best route to navigate through the network. And as we can see from this graph that we built based on the scores, so it started pretty bad and it was improving in terms of scores, and about 350 or 400 it had converged and was always performing like highest score, like pretty good. So we can test now, and we can choose, let's say, a certain point, let's say given an initial state, and ask for our model to tell us what is the best route to go through. So let's say, for example, if we give it 2 and let it run until it reaches the goal, it should tell us that the best path to go from 2 to 5 is 2, 3, 1, 5, which, like we can see here, from 2 the best route is 2, 3, 1, 5. So it's good. We could say from other point, let's say 0, it says from 0 you just go 0, 4, 5. So 0, 4, and we go straight to 5. So clearly our model has been updated in ways that it is able to properly tell how to best navigate and get to the point where we decide. So this was a quick example, very simple. If you want to see more about this and see how we can add environmental factors into this network and make this example more complex, so leave a comment below. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and also share the video with some friends so that they can learn too.